We got the new Xbox One today, and to celebrate, we brought out our old Kinect. Yeah, wah, wah, wah. I'm gonna miss you, old Kinect One, Gwendolyn.
I'll miss you too.
Announced earlier this year, the Xbox One caused quite an uproar with its choice to pursue a better way of experiencing TV and less focus on gaming, not to mention not being able to play used or rented games. After a little backtracking, the Xbox One seems to be winning the crowd over. But will it beat the PlayStation 4's Teardown score? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Gwendolyn with iFixit, and today we're tearing down the brand new Xbox One. Unlike the PS4, the Xbox One has opted for a simple, square design that some say resembles a media device from our past. One interesting design note is that the top of the Xbox One is halfway covered with vents. I think Microsoft is taking cooling their new system very seriously. Hopefully that means the red light of death is a thing of the past. Fingers crossed. In terms of size, the Xbox One is noticeably bigger than its next-gen counterpart, measuring in at 333mm by 274mm by 79mm. On the back, you'll notice a plentiful selection of ports, including HDMI out, SPDIF, HDMI in, 2 USB 3, Kinect sensor, IR out port for the Kinect, and finally, a LAN port. In order to see the inner workings of this console, we used an opening tool to pry off the side grille. Still no screws yet, but as long as we don't see any glue, we don't mind. Once we take off the first panel, we're met with our first screw that is securing the Wi-Fi board in place. And while we were there, we took off the speaker. No tools required. The upper metal shield is the only thing standing between us and the fun stuff that makes up the Xbox One. And after 8 64mm Torx screws, we're in. The Blu-ray drive was just as easy to remove. It was simply connected to the motherboard via a couple of cables. After getting the Blu-ray DVD drive off the motherboard, we turned our attention to the hard drive. This is a standard 2.5-inch 500GB 5400 RPM SATA 2 drive. And unlike the PS4, you will void your warranty if you ever need to upgrade or replace the hard drive. Now we can check out the all-important heatsink and fan combo. This fan is huge in comparison to the PS4's. The PS4's fan is 85mm, but the Xbox One's fan comes in at 112mm. We're happy to report that should your new Xbox One have cooling issues, all it takes is a simple flick of the spudger to separate the fan from the heatsink. It's easy breezy. And once we got the fan and the heatsink off, we inspected the goods on the motherboard. The motherboard is home to 8GB of SK Hynix RAM and the AMD Jaguar APU. The Xbox One's GPU runs at 853MHz, while the PS4's GPU runs at 800MHz. We've come to the end of our teardown, which means it's time to talk repairability. At iFixit, it's our mission to teach people how to fix everything. So we give every gadget we tear down a repairability score between 1 and 10. 10 being the easiest to repair and 1 being the most difficult. The Xbox One got a 8 out of 10, and here's why. On the upside, only a few tools are required to take the whole console apart. And once inside, a clean, no-nonsense modular design allows the drives, fan, heatsink, wireless card, and front board to be easily replaced. But on the downside, the hard drive is relatively difficult to access and possibly formatted with a proprietary file system. And that's our teardown. For the complete teardown, including tons of beautiful high-quality images, head on over to ifixit.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all our latest teardowns and repair videos. You can follow us on Twitter @ifixit and give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/ifixit.